Really, James? Hey, James. Really? Really, James? I'm checking out. What's going on, Gary? Gary, come out here and get the keys. I'm trying to get a check. I'm trying to get a real good check. Gary, come back. Boy, on that, James. You say you trying to get a check. I'm trying to get a check. I'm trying to do the same thing. Trying to get a check, James. James, I'm checking in. So, Gary, look at you. What you checking in? Hey, Gary, you sounded good and you're looking good. Matter of fact, you're looking even better when you're checking in. I went back. I just want to let you know I'm still alive and kicking. James, is that asking for too much? I just want to let you know that I'm still alive. I'm still here. I'm still strong. I'm still kicking it, Timo. Well, you know what? You're trying to tell me, Eric, you're trying to tell me, don't pay any attention to the critics. Yeah, Vote, I'm not going to pay no attention to the critics. If a pair of lips will say anything, I'm not going to pay no attention to the critics. We talked about that last night, James. Hey, James, I told you if I hear you on this radio, I'm going to come down to this radio that Timo. Yes, sir, you did. Yes, sir, you did. I appreciate it, because I was just kind of curious, and I answered a few questions, and it was all negative. Every question I asked was negative, Yeah, well, some people might thought I didn't have a radio no more. Hey, James, some people, the critics, the gallo, they thought I might not have a radio no more, James, at break. Yeah, the word on the street is you had blown up completely. Hey, Eric, look at me when I'm talking to you. The word on the street, because I ain't quiet, the word on the street was that your radio station went kaboom. Eric, I'm getting down. Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what I heard, James. That's what you told me. That's what you told me, so I had to come down and let you know, so that you would know. Ain't nothing kaboom over here, James. I just got things to do. Every now and then I get very busy. I got things to do, James. I need to stay focused at Timo. Yeah, ain't no doubt about it. A lot of other operators either be like you and myself, no doubt about it. Mama be right. How goes there? But hey, you're sounding good. You're looking good over here in Galveston Island, Texas, Hotel. Yes, Hotel, you say I'm sounding good, looking good, man. That's good to know. It's good to know I'm dusting these cobwebs off, man. If I'm gone for 3 days, they was like, where is Eric? Where is Eric? If I'm gone for 3 days, James, he must have went kaboom. Ain't nothing kaboom over here, James. Can you see? I can see. I can hear. You touching them, boy. Ain't no doubt about that. You touching them up a little bit. That's what kind of wrong. But you got a damn lineman, how you here? Got 410. Well, every time I mash this microphone, always going to be some noise from the peanut gallery. When they hear that name Lights Out, man, hey, James, the name Lights Out is a household name. It come from all of my glory and all of my fame that Timo. Yeah, for the on the peanut gallery, ain't no doubt about it. All you got to do is Lights Out, Lights In, Lights On. Either one of them, they coming. Yeah, ain't no doubt about it. Yeah, but you know what, though? Why? You must be important. Eric, don't get him down. Yeah, I think so. I think I might be an impotency beard, when I bump down my microphone, they don't want to let me talk, James. They don't want to let me talk. They start swinging. They start swinging like that little bird or the foghorn leghorn. Every time you hear that bell, he got to swinging, that little chicken hawk. They start to swinging like that chicken hawk from foghorn leghorn, they tell them. Well, James, I know what you said about them sheep herders and stuff, and I know you don't want to go there. You don't want to go there right now. But James, while you're not going there, I'm going to say, James, a lot of them boys, I'm going to have to send them back to Montana that they know.
Yeah, you know, he and I, doggone, we don't put that thing in the past. Hey, my good friend, being on 135, we didn't put all that in the past. That's what kind of big show, no doubt about it. Yeah. Some of them boys up there, that's what kind of big show. Now, you got a long line behind you. Hey, Eric, let me make it plain. Lights out. You got a long line behind you, folks here.
Well, James, you know, sometimes that's what you got to do. You know, you say you put it in the past, you know. They call that letting sleeping dogs lie. That's another word for that, James. We call that letting sleeping dogs lie, you know. You decided to shake hands. Make up, shake and shake hands until the next time you decide to send a colleague back to Montana to tell them.
When you shake hands, you know, real man, when you shake hands, all things are forgotten. I forgot forgiven, but never forgotten. Let me make it plain. When you shake hands with a man, you look him in the eye, all things are forgiven, but they are never forgotten. Eric, can you hear me? Come on.
You got to learn how to forgive, James. That's what Jesus taught us. That's what my Lord and Savior have taught me. Jesus said you have to learn how to forgive. If forgiveness is good enough for Jesus, it should be good enough for you, James. James, listen to me. Let me make it clear. Let me make it plain. Hey, James, if forgiveness is good enough for Jesus, it should be good enough for you that you know.
Yeah, ain't no doubt about it. Yeah, and you know what you're saying is true. It's true. What you're saying is true. You know, first thing you got to do is forgive a man quickly forgive. That's got to be sure. The devil won't forgive you, because I'm gonna tell you something. That flesh is gonna rise up before the end of the day. Your flesh is gonna rise up before the end. You may not say anything, but you doggone sure is gonna think it. Eric, I'm getting down.
Exactly, James. And that's what I'm a firm believer of. I'm a firm believer of that, man. Forgiveness. You know, you don't have to forget. Hey, James, just because you forgive a kind of nigga doesn't mean that you have to forget. You can always remember later on down the line and then start punishing the kind of nigga again. But still, you got to remember that forgiveness was good enough for Jesus, so it should be good enough for you, James Brink.
Ain't no doubt about it. If you're going to be a follower, if you're going to be a follower of him and do what he does and do what he says, yeah. But I'm gonna tell you something about them fallen angels. Them fallen angels don't care. That's what kind of big show. Them fallen angels, what they doing? They trying to gather. Even as we speak right now. Eric, can you hear me?
I can hear them kind of niggas. I can hear them back there creaking. It's like, you know, when you in a house all by yourself, James, and you can hear that floor creaking. I can hear them Rudy Poos back there. I just got a feeling. I got a feeling, James, that Rudy Poos back there creaking the floor like an empty house. I can hear the floor creaking, James Brink.
Forever present, ain't no doubt about it. I mean, they waiting for you to slip or fall. Hey, Eric, look at me when I'm talking to you. They are forever present, and they watching, waiting for us to slip or fall. That's what kind of big show, no doubt about it. But you know what? Guess what, Eric? It ain't gonna happen. Eric, I'm getting down.
Hell yeah, they waiting for me to slip or fall so they can make a claim. Yeah. They want me to slip or fall so they can make a claim, James. That's what they do. I can't stand them. Hey, James, I can't stand them. Is that wrong? Am I wrong? I can't stand them, James Brink.
Yeah. But you got somebody down there real close to you. You talking about they gonna push you down. Hey, Eric, look at me when I'm talking to you. You got somebody real close behind you. And you said they're gonna wait. They're not gonna wait till you slip and fall. They gonna. Eric, I'm getting down.
They've been back there, James. You know they've been back there. They're always back there. Hey, James, they're always back there. Every day I got to fight to prove how tough I am. And I don't know why. I just come out here and mind my own business, James. I just try to get along with everybody. Just try to mind my own business and speak to my friends. But every time I turn around, I got to fight to prove how tough I really am, James Everett.
Yeah. You know, Tyler Perry, he said something that I think in one of his movies. Every time I come out here, I got to fight. Every time, you know why, and the reason for that, they tell me you're getting your name called just a little bit too much. Eric, I'm getting down.
Well, James, they should be proud of listening to a broadcaster station, because that's what I run. James, you already know. James, I believe in running a broadcasting station. I don't want to come out here and do like what you call them shootout boys. 1-1-1-1-1-1-1-5-5-5-5. Worldwide. James, it's not a shootout station, James. I know how you feel about that. I run a broadcasting station, James. Am I wrong?
Negative. You're not wrong. You're definitely right, no doubt about it. And that's, you know what, Eric, you explaining it to me, but you told the whole world. And the reason for those bars that long line you got behind you is because you got a broadcasting station. You don't have no damn shootout station. Like most of them boys got. They'll surge up in there. But Eric, they can't hold it. Eric, I'm getting down.
And that's what it's all about, James. It's all about broadcasting. That's what this CB is really for. It was meant for broadcasting, but somehow it got lost. Somehow it got lost in the mix, and it changed over to a shootout station. And them boys, they tend to love them shootout stations more than they love them broadcaster stations. I don't know why, but maybe it's because they can't hold it down. Maybe they just got to take advantage of their 30-second window. Maybe there's only a 30-second window they're working with, James Everett.
Yeah, 30 seconds. Yeah, 30 seconds. But the thing is, what can you say in 30 seconds besides one? Aaron, you telling the world the truth, but you got me laughing. I'm getting down.
I can't tell you nothing in 30 seconds, James. Hey, James, I cannot tell you nothing in 30 seconds. That's not enough time. My mind is completely, it's racing all the time. It's racing all the time. All you're going to say in 30 seconds is one. Just like you said, James. That's all you got enough time for. And then your condition goes. And then they want to get mad at me because I'm out here talking to my friend in Galveston. They want to get mad at me. You holding his hand. I'm broadcasting, and so is he. James, is anything wrong with that, Ray?
Yeah, there's something wrong with it in their view. There's something wrong with it in their view because they don't want to do it. No. They not necessarily don't want to do it. They can't do it. That's the reason the critics are just what they are. They're critics. That's for sure. They would love to do what you do. They would love to sit back and whole Q show. The way it's supposed to be. You know what I'm talking about. They would love to sit back and hold a Q show and have some main events in the conversation. Eric Fojan.
I know how they feel. They sit back and they listen and they say, man, wow, that's very impressive. Look, man, the way he do it, that's very impressive. And look at the way James come back to him time after time. That's very impressive. But James, they can't get mad at me. They can't get mad because I am the fruit on the tree. Hey, James, what's wrong with that? Something's wrong with that picture if they don't believe that I am not the fruit on the tree they bring.
How many? Eric. How many radio stations? How many radio stations can do a broadcasting? Let me make it plain. How many radio station can do a podcast? Eric, I'm getting down.
Hey, Jay, that's a good question. It's kind of like the question that was posed on that commercial a long time ago, way back. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll, Tootsie Pop. Hey, James, you have the way you hold that ball down, man, you might not ever need to put that antenna up. Hey, James, I ain't lying to you, man. You got them all down. And the way I'm looking at my radio and seeing a needle in the corner like that, James, I'm asking myself, do he really need to put a beam up? That dipole is working like a beam. I don't understand, James, how these guys always talk about you need 8 elements, 10 elements, and you are up there with a dipole with them all down, James. I'm confused. James, I got questions. I need answers, Bray.
Eric. I would give you and the rest of the gang some answers. I would. But it's a military situation over here on my end. And just like I was saying, I don't know, I think I may have been mentioning you, I'm in no rush. So, why should I? Is it working? Or is it not working? Eric, you tell me, come on.
Hey, James. You said, is it working? Is that military dipole working? And you said, you want me to answer that question. I'm going to answer that question with a question. Hey, James, does a bear poop in the woods? That's the answer to your question. Is that military dipole working? Does a bear poop in the woods, James Bray?
Well, I'm going to answer that question. If you got one of Odysseys parked in the park, and you got some food in there, Eric, get down.
The window's going to be smashed. The window's going to be smashed, and you're going to be missing something out of that car. Hey, James, you got them all down, kind of nigga, but I don't have to tell you that. See, a lot of times people will tell you that 1,000 times because they really want you to understand how much you got them all down. But, James, me and you been communicating for years, and I know you know. If I tell you got them all down, you can take that to the bank and cash it. It ain't going to be bouncing. Ain't no checks going to be bouncing over here. If Lifestyle tell you got them all down, you can take that to the bank and you can cash it, James Bray.
Well, you know what? Hold on. Let me put it a little bit. Hold on, Eric, hold on. Don't touch your ear. Don't touch it. Now, Eric, how many Power Rangers can do that with their station? How many, Eric?
Not many. I'm going to tell you, James, not many Power Rangers can do that, what you're doing right now, dropping that big old DC like that, man, and I ain't hearing nothing behind you, nothing at all. Now, I'm not trying to make nobody start firing down, and it's not a competition thing. I'm just trying to let you know, I ain't seen too many Power Rangers do what you do with a dipole, a military dipole. It's very impressive, James. And I know people always say, he of course he's going to say that because he's talking to his friend James. They say the same thing about Top Gun. He's going to say that because he always defending Top Gun. He always defended James. But, James, I'm not just saying this. I don't speak these words lightly, James. James, you got a mold down that's very impressive with a military dipole. Is defeating all of the CB rules, defying all of the CB rules that you got to have an 8 element, 9 element, 10 element beam. I don't understand. How can you do that on a military dipole? That's what a lot of people are trying to figure out, James. They don't understand it either. I don't blame them. James, I don't blame them. Now, check on.
They think it's a fool. If it worked in Iran, Iran, Afghanistan, Pakistan, it'll work in Pocono, it'll work in Philly. Eric, I'm getting down.
If it worked in Iraq, Afghanistan, and Pakistan, why wouldn't it work in Philly? That's a real good question. I don't see why it wouldn't work in Philly. Excuse me, James. I got a cold. Hey, James, I wish I could do that with... I'm almost ready to take down this 5 element, put up a military dipole. There's no need for me to have all these extra elements like I could do it with a military James and Timo.
So what do you think? What do you think, Eric, that is popular, an aftermarket antenna Stop-Matic? What do you think that they are so popular? Eric, I'm getting down.
It's for a damn good reason. There's a damn good reason why they're so popular on that Academy and that, man. I'm trying to tell you, I wish you could see what I'm seeing right now. The performance out of that dipole. It's really no rush, James, for you to put up an antenna, to put up a beam. That one element, and I'm sure everybody can tell you the same thing. That one element's talking just like you was talking when you had your beam. I ain't lying to you. It's talking the same way, James. And I'm confused about it. I'm tired, James. I'm twisted right now. What they're saying. I'm tired. I'm confused, James. I'm very confused.
But the question was, one guy asked me, well, what can you put in it? Whatever's on the pole. Eric, I'm getting down.
That's the question. What can you put in it? You said whatever's on the pole. Whatever's on the Academy pole. Well, look, James, I'm not going to try to figure it out because I know you're a veteran, true veteran to the game. You've been a veteran for many, many years, man. You was out there on that freeway. I know you was out there on that freeway, James. And a lot of people don't remember old polar bear out there on that freeway. You had secrets when you was on that freeway, James. And you still got secrets. Don't tell me nothing, James. Let it be a secret, because them boys will have to learn on their own, James. But you're going to teach them the hard way. You showing them right now what can be done. They should be taking notes down right now. And get out of all them theories and stuff that they got in their head. Get out of them theories, and they should be taking notes down and watching what James do on 5 Hour Radio. That's what they should be doing. Watching what old polar bear on the freeway is doing at Timo.
You're right, Eric, you're right. On the freeway, yeah. I had some nuggets. It was you call them secrets, yeah, same thing. And I still got those, a few nuggets. But right now, I got a secret. Military. Hey, Eric, look at me when I'm talking to you. And then people have been inquiring. They want to know. This Stop-Matic, how big and all this. Military secret. Now, what happens when you share a military secret? Somebody's going to come up MIA. Eric, I'm getting down.
You can never share a military secret. CIA, all them people, they don't play that. They don't play that. There's a code. You got to follow that code. So don't tell nobody nothing, James. It's a matter of life and death, is what I would say. They're just going to have to find out the hard way, But, James, I learned a lot. I can't speak for everybody, but I learned a lot by watching you perform with that military dipole. I ain't going to get you. But, James, listen here, James. You called me on the phone, and you told me them boys said you blown up. And that's what happened, James. You called me on the phone last night. Me and you talked. And you said, lights out, where you been? Them boys said you blown up. I said, James, if I hear out there tomorrow, I'm going to turn on keep my radio. What did I do, James? What did I do?
This is what you're doing to my radio. Eric, who do you know can do that to your radio? Who do you know? Eric, I'm getting down.
Only you. Only you can do that to my radio, James. If I had to describe that big old DC, I would have to say, quiet storm. That's why I would have to call it, James. I don't know if I can do what you do, James, but I'm going to sit there and try. James, I don't know if I can exactly do what you did, but I'm going to see if I can mimic it a little bit. Soft and warm, quiet storm, James, right?
You mimic it. You sure did. You definitely mimic it, no doubt about it. I like to put it like this here. Well, and I can't right now because I'm not prepared to say. Said, Eric, I'm getting down.
I'll tell you what, James, listen here, man. And we've been talking, I know it might not have seemed that long. James, I know it might not have seemed that long, because when me and you get to broadcasting, time goes, it flies. Time flies, you know. I ain't talking about the fly on the wall, but time flies. But James, it's been 25 minutes and 47 seconds. James, do you realize how long we've been broadcasting? 25 minutes, and right now, 57 seconds, James, right?
Actually, it kind of reminds me of what, back in, what we used to do, on the frequency back in the, a few years back. I'm not going to say back in the day. I'm just going to say a few years back. And to me, this is the most enjoyable part of radio as far as my concern. This is just me. I just really enjoy talking to an operator like you on a Lima. Eric, I'm getting down.
And that's what it's all about. That's exactly what it's all about, man. You get your point across, I get mine across. You get your point across, I get my point across. Not only that, one, tell them I said this, tell them I said that. You call them, run, tell this, boys. Tell them I said this, tell them I said that. It's not about that all the time, James. These boys need to learn. They need to learn. I'm here to teach them, James, if they want to learn. If they're willing to learn, James, I could teach them that. Tell them.
You can teach them very, very well. That's the time. Somebody didn't like the newbies. I'm called newbies, new guys. And some of them old operators, all they want to do is just go sit down somewhere and secretarial work. And then they'll key up while you're talking. You and I talking. They'll key up. You tell find out already. I heard you 999. Sound like you're more than 10 feet off the ground to me. Hey, 999. Sound like you're more than 10 feet off the ground to me. Quit playing.
Yeah, James. So it got a little mixed up in there. I hear somebody else come up in there, James. But let me tell you something, James. I was upstairs. I put my chicken. I'm boiling some chicken. I'm going to make me some chicken and noodles. So I got my pot up there boiling, James. And, but you helped me pass time by, James, pretty quickly, and took my mind off of just tending to my food. It's a lot faster getting on this radio than just sitting there watching the pot boil. But James, I'm gonna run back upstairs and check on my chicken and make sure my water is still high, ain't too low. I'm making me some chicken and noodles. And a lot of people don't know Lights Out got a lot of talents, and one of them is cooking. One of my talents is cooking, James, right? Yeah, 14 on a chicken and noodle. Yeah, man, that's a good thing, Why don't you turn that into some rice and chicken, man? Why don't you turn that into some rice and chicken and put some Worcestershire sauce on it, Lights Out. Lights Out, I ain't heard nobody say you broke down. Every time they say your name, they say Lights Out a bad man. That's all I usually hear. I usually hear people say that Lights Out a bad man. Let me get out of here, 48 gone. Boy, 48, hey, James, 48 popped up in there, man. He was talking about putting some rice and some beans in that chicken. You say all you hear is when they talk about Lights Out 48 is that they say Lights Out is a bad man. Well, that's good to know. That's good to know that somebody give me some kind of credit for the work that I put in 48. That's good to know that you still got a few good men. In the military, that means a lot. A few good men. Good morning, 48. 48 Lights Out, get out. Good morning, Roger, Lights Out. I hear good things about you, man, and I'm listening myself. I don't listen what people say most of the time.
You seem like a good guy to me. You run your station real good. Take care on that end, lights out. I just want to say Merry Christmas to that dipole from me. He ain't on no dipole no more. Don't believe that, though. He ain't on no dipole no more. Take care, lights out. 48 gone.
Hey, 48, you said tell on the father on the radio. You said good morning time to him. But you said he ain't on that dipole no more. 48, I beg to differ. Because I talked to him. He said he's planning on putting the beam when it gets warm. But he's on that military dipole. I know it may not seem like it, because a lot of people feel the same way because he's broadcasting too good. And 48, so I understand what you're saying, 48. It don't seem like he's on the dipole, but I believe he is 48 to tell.
Roger on that. Okay, then when he's talking good, if he's still on that dipole, but he told some other people up in the northeast corner that he was back on his full element. That's why I'm saying that. But anyway, man, he James, I'm James, but today, hey, lights out, today he got to be James Jr. there, Roger.
Okay. Well, you know, that's the way Mother Nature rolls. You got to roll with Mother Nature. You say he James and you James too, but it's all about your James now. That's how the Mother Nature rolls. And when we were kids, they said that's how the cookie crumbles, they tell them.
Roger on that. Well, I got a Mother Nature station. I got to claim it first. I got a Mother Nature station on that end, no doubt about it. But sometimes you just get your ass straight whipped, don't lights out. I know I respect Mother Nature, but sometimes you just be getting it. I know you talk to him on the phone and everything. He's a good man, too. Take care, lights out. 48, go and get some pizza. I'm gone.
Go and get some pizza, 48, but you're absolutely right. Sometimes it's about Mother. Well, it's kind of hard to say. It's pretty much all in Mother Nature's hands. And everybody going to get their turn. I always said that 48, the skip is like a 4-lane highway. Some people going to be in the fast lane. Some people going to be in the slow lane. Some people going to be in that middle lane. But at any particular time, somebody's going to be in the front. Somebody's going to be in the back. And at any particular time, somebody's going to get a chance to get in that fast lane. That's how Mother Nature is, 48, that tell them.
Let's see what's up. Roger on that. Well, I'm glad the lady liking me now, because last time he keyed, he said I didn't have half a chance, that I needed to go by 24/7 house and key on him. Last time we keyed, he said I need to go by 24/7 house just to key on him. Maybe he'll take it back. Lights out. Good day. God bless you. Season greeting. 48-10-7.
Yeah, folks, tell that. That's what he said the last time. But look, it's all about you now, 48. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. And you can only do what your radio is going to allow you to do. And right about now, 48, it's all about you, they tell them.
Roger on that. Well, I'm going to get while it's getting good. That's 3 keys in a row. I'm smart enough to get while it gets good. Lights out. You got to leave me out here. Don't stress me out. Lights out. Take care. God bless you. Season greeted. 48 Big Horn. Go and get some of that Mom's Pizza. I'm 10-7.
I'm not going to hold you there. Hey, 48, you said don't stretch you out. You said you got 3 keys in there. That's good enough for you. You go get a slice of that large pizza. I'm about to go back upstairs, too, and check on my boiled chicken. I'm about to check on that boiled chicken, see how much longer I got to go. I got to go to work. I'm making my lunch. I got to go to work, 48. Pretty soon it'll be time for me to put some noodles in. Hey, 48, enjoy the rest of your day. 48, lights out, getting down.
Well, Roger, lights out. I'm going to put it out there. Somebody earlier told me, what 48 doing out there? Don't he have to work, but I'm off for the rest of the year. I'm going to be out here keying lights out for the rest of the year on this end. Take care on that end, lights out. Sounding good, looking good. You good in my book. 40 lights out, 48-10-7.
Well, that 48, you just want to let them boys know that you're off work for the rest of the year. It was only a couple of weeks, but you're off work for the rest of the year, so they can expect to hear a lot more out of you, 48. That's what you said. I'm just flipping the buffalo. Take care, 48. I'm running back upstairs to check my chicken.